What's up guys, it's Ben Malal here and welcome to lesson number 1, Facebook ads introduction. Now, first of all, you've probably already seen my intro, and again, I want to congratulate you on joining iStack, Ecom All-Stars, because there's going to be a ton of info if you haven't already learned a lot from the previous instructors and the upcoming instructors as well. I'm here to talk about Facebook ads as you already know. And it was important for me to start it off on the right foot and giving you kind of an intro or a mindset on how to really approach Facebook ads, because there is a big misconception in the market with how what people think Facebook ads is, not essentially what it is. And I know most of you probably know what a Facebook ad is, but how to really approach it. Because the thing is that most people don't understand is that Facebook ads is really just a traffic source. And I'm going to touch on that a bit more in a second. But with that being said, let's get right into it. This is Facebook ads introduction lesson 1. And here I really want to give some sort of a fundamental understanding of how to approach my program, at least the segment of my program, and how really you should navigate through it with what mindset. So first of all, we have to understand why Facebook ads. Okay, now some of you probably have already been running Facebook ads for a while. Some of you are maybe just getting started. Some of you might be super beginners. Some of you might be advanced. So it's important for me to really put the cards out there and explain not only approach advanced or intermediate, but actually give the beginners kind of a background. And if you already know and you're already convinced why you should use Facebook ads, I still recommend you to stick through, because this might touch on points that you've probably forgotten or that you maybe haven't already known. So first of all, for those of you that don't know, Facebook is currently the most effective digital marketing channel. It has the most vast and accurate targeting options and one of the most sophisticated optimization algorithm. Okay, it's the most effective digital marketing channel at this point. I don't know how it's going to be in 5 years or 10 years. I do believe that Facebook ads is here to stay in one way or another. I don't know if it's going to stay on as we see it now, newsfeed or mobile feed, or if it's going to change into like some VR, insane virtual reality where we actually see the ads in front of us. Doesn't matter at this point. Facebook ads, in my opinion, is here to stay. Now, no matter if you are a B2B or a B2C marketer, or if you are promoting a mobile app, a tech startup, or just trying to get patients for your client, your audience and customer is most probably on Facebook. So for those of you that think that your customer isn't on Facebook, let me tell you that he probably is, because there are more than 2 billion people that are using Facebook every month, and that number is growing rapidly every single day. And for those of you that don't know, there are about like 8 billion people in the world population, at least last time I checked. So 25% of the world uses Facebook. So with that being said, the amount of people and the amount of traffic that you can get from it is limitless. Okay, it's all about how you actually approach it and how you actually use it. And that's what we're here for. Other than that, understand that 1 of every 5 minutes that people actually spend on their phone is either on Facebook or Instagram. That's in the US, by the way, which means that literally somebody is on their phone for 5 minutes. On average, 1 of those 5 minutes, he's probably going to be on Facebook or Instagram. That of course ranges through all ages almost. Obviously, the older ages probably are less on Facebook and the younger ages are probably more. Actually, even the younger, like let's say 12 to 20 are a lot on Instagram as well. But Instagram, I consider it Facebook as well, because as you probably know, Facebook and Instagram are owned by Facebook. And it gives you the most accurate targeting options out of any advertising platform, Facebook ads. And that's because just like the insane amount of data that Facebook have to give us, the insane amount of partnerships that Facebook has, they know basically everything. They probably know more about you or more about me than I know about myself. Anything from websites that I visit to videos that I watch to locations that I've been at. Because all that it matters is that a website has a Facebook pixel installed, and it already tracks your data. And even without a Facebook pixel today, Facebook have found ways to gather data. But we're not going to get in on that. But understand that Facebook ads has the most vast majority of targeting, at least from up until this point. It might change later on, and Google has an insane range as well. But with Facebook's insane algorithm and vast majority of options that you can target, it's really basically the best channel at this point. And by best, of course, I'm not specifically talking about ROIs or ROAs, talking about essentially the segmentation, the customization that you can actually do to your ads with Facebook. We're going to touch on optimization, we're going to touch on targeting, we're going to touch on everything. And most importantly, why Facebook ads is because of the optimization capabilities, which is the optimization algorithm. So Facebook has an insanely sophisticated optimization algorithm. It knows, it can segment your audiences without you even having to do anything. Of course, we're targeting and we're still somewhat targeting our customers, but out of 2 million people that we target, Facebook knows the thousands out of that 2 million to show your ad to, because that's who they know will most likely convert. And the reason for that is because of the insane amount of data. That's essentially why Facebook is so, this is the main thing. Forget targeting, forget about the vast majority of data that they have. The main thing, in my opinion, why Facebook ads is so powerful is because of the optimization capabilities, which is essentially the pixel, which we're going to touch on as well if for those of you that are not aware of the pixel. But Facebook knows more about your customer than you. He probably, like I said, probably knows more about you than you do. And that's what's so strong about Facebook. You can target sometimes the broadest audiences ever, tens of millions of people that aren't necessarily even like your accurate customer, but Facebook will find your customer. That's what's so strong about Facebook. If you want to optimize for more purchases, if you want to get more leads, Facebook knows how to find that on the highest level. Again, the better you are at it, the cheaper it's going to be for you and the better results you are going to get. But understand that come into this program, come into this mindset, come into a mindset of Facebook works. You just have to know how to use it. Now quickly, what is a Facebook ad? For those of you that are probably the 1 out of 1,000 that probably don't know what a Facebook ad is, it's basically those ads that we see on our feed, which have a little sponsored, it has the word sponsored underneath the page. Those that we see on our news feed. When we scroll, of course, there are many more Facebook ads like right-hand column, video ads, Instagram ads, Messenger ads. There's a lot, but the basic one and the one that we're going to use the most is the newsfeed ad, and the one that most people use, most advertisers use, and the majority of their traffic comes from these specific ads, which are essentially the ones that scroll through newsfeed, scroll through the mobile feed, and you'll find probably at least one ad on every 5 organic posts that you probably see. Again, most of you probably already know this. Now, the most important mindset to acknowledge, and there's a reason I'm mentioning this, because a lot of people, especially there's this misconception that has grown throughout the years where Facebook ads is the main priority when succeeding in business. Now, it is a huge priority and it is a necessity to know Facebook ads, but understand that Facebook ads is only 10% of the formula. Okay, the other 90% is basically your product and your brand. Okay, marketing basically goes into product, which we'll touch on. But essentially, if you don't have a good product, if you don't have good marketing, then it doesn't matter who you're going to bring to do your Facebook ads, it's not essentially going to work. Because Facebook ads is a way to take somebody from point A to point B being your website. Now, obviously, the better your Facebook ads are, the better you can warm up the audience and bring them to the sales page or to the landing page or to your product much warmer and more ready to actually buy. But they do not do the purchase on Facebook. They do the purchase on your website. Facebook does not own your website. You own your website. You are responsible on having a good copy and having a good product. If you do not have that, then unfortunately, even if you bring me to do your ads or the best advertisers in the world, they will not succeed because your product is not as good. And 90% of the decision that the customer makes on buying or not, it doesn't come from the ad. It actually comes from the product page. So understand that first of all. If you don't study e-commerce, Shopify, then Facebook ads will not help you. Learn how to market. And when I say marketing, don't confuse marketing with advertising. Okay, marketing is the story. It's basically the angle that you take with the product. Advertising is just the tool. Okay, Facebook is an advertising channel. So essentially, I'm going to give this example later on as well. But let's say marketing, if we take, let's say, an LED collar, a dog LED collar, which I gave for those of you that follow me know about this example, a dog LED collar which lights up, then the marketing of it, there's a lot of ways to market it. One, as a cool dog collar that lights up, or two, a way to prevent road accidents because it lights up in the dark and cars will notice it more. That's essentially two marketing angles. One selling it as a LED collar that looks cool, and another one selling it as a way to prevent your dog from going into a car accident. I always like to say that you can have the best shovel in the world made of diamonds granted to you by the gods, but if you dig in your local junkyard, I'm afraid you won't find any gold. And of course, the shovel is a metaphor for Facebook ads. It can be made from diamonds. The gods can give it to you, but if you run Facebook ads in your local junkyard, you're not going to find anything. So have a good product and go through the lessons if you haven't already understood what a good product is. And Facebook ads is going to be your tool. It's basically going to amplify what you already have. Now, another example that I like to give is, think about it this way. Facebook ads can take you from $1,000 a day to $20,000 a day, okay? But Facebook ads will most likely not take you from $0 to $1,000 a day, okay? You don't need to be an expert in Facebook ads to make good money, but being an expert in Facebook ads will take that good money and turn it into awesome money, okay? So again, learn Facebook ads will not take you from $0 to $1,000 a day. It will take you maybe from 300 to 1,000, from 1,000 to 5,000, from 5,000 to 20,000. But that initial revenue, of course, it will come from Facebook ads. But knowing only Facebook ads will not get you that initial revenue. You have to learn how to sell a product. So, with that being said, I'll see you in the next lesson.